Good afternoon. Welcome to the Redzone. I'm Jordan Taylor, a sophomore in the media production class here at Southside. I'm here with Southside head football coach Jason Driggers. We're going to discuss highlights from the Sports Plus Jamboree against JCS and also Week 0 against USJ. Coach, if you could describe your team's performance after watching 1.5 games in one word, what would it be?
I think resilience a good word to describe these kids. They go out there and do a good job. Even though we didn't win the first game, we came back to work on Monday and they've had a good attitude.
Thanks, Coach. Stay tuned. You're in the Red Zone.
This is awful. I'm missing out on my bubble bath.
Man, why are you being such a party pooper?
You're not yourself when you're hungry. Here, eat a Snickers. Better?
Better.
You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Welcome back to the Red Zone, Southside High School's football recap show. Coach Jason Driggers joins us to break down the action. Let's get straight to the highlights from the Sports Plus Jamboree. All right, Coach, we start off with the very first play of the game with a 9-yard gain by your fullback, Andrew Hill.
Yeah, Andrew did a really good job of making a good pocket first of all, and running with the shoulder pads down, low level, and keeping his feet moving.
It was a great carry out by KD too to make the defense think he had it. Later in the game, we have a jet to Quentin Dotson, who picked up 8 on the play.
Yeah, Quentin does a good job of sitting there, sticking his foot in the grass and cutting up field. Lyman did a good job. Colin Diggs right there, number 51, pulling around and then picking a guy off.
Good backside blocking too. Next play, we have a touchdown run by Kadrian Edwards.
Yeah, KD did a good job riding in there, and Andrew as well as far as carrying out his fake. The offensive line did a good job of sealing it off right there, and KD did the rest with his feet.
When he got on the outside, he couldn't be. He was not getting caught. It looks like he outran 4 or 5 people there.
Yeah, he's quick when he gets an open field. He does a good job of running and real natural runner.
Next, we have a rollout by the JCS's quarterback. It becomes a keeper. It's a great play by Jack Brown.
Yeah, it's a good job right there. We lost containment. Jack did an excellent job of hustling the football. That Hampton kid's a real good athlete, and Jack did a good job as well as others coming in late.
There's a lot of jerseys around that. Back to offense. We have an 8-yard run by KD. Coach, it was another great read by KD.
Yeah, we're running inside veer. It's the same play to the other side as we ran on the touchdown earlier. These guys are starting to get it down what we want a little bit, and he does a good job. Again, he's got great feet, and he does a lot in open space.
On this play, we have another great run by Kadrian Edwards for 28 yards. Another great read.
Yeah, we run a little midline option right there. That's not our inside veer, it's a midline. He just shows extreme effort right there. He does a great job keeping his feet. He needs to hold on the football. The ground calls that. Our offensive line did good. Mason, you got Mason in there doing a good job, and Josh James and the rest of the guys, getting down low. You just see a bunch of white jerseys there on the ground. That's what we want.
Looks like he missed about 4 or 5 tackles there. I thought that was a great effort, like you said. Back to defense on the next play. We have a handoff up the middle by JCS. We have a great stop in the backfield by Josh James with the assist to Quentin Dotson.
Yeah, they did a good job running the football. Our defense flies around pretty good, and that's Greer right there missing a play. He's got to make that play, but Quentin come in and did a good job.
Back to defense, we have an interception by Alec Forrest on this play.
Yeah, Alec did a good job of staying in the zone and then just going up for the ball, making the play. Backers did a decent job of staying underneath the route. Therefore, allowed Alec to break on it. He does a good job running after the catch as well. He
Looks
to
like
take the ball in a little bit though.
Looks like if he had 2 more blocks, he might have took that one for 6.
He might have.
Back to offense on the next play. We have another huge run by KD. This time for a touchdown. This one goes for 71 yards.
Yeah, KD, he probably should have gave the ball right there to Andrew, to tell you the truth, but he made something out of nothing. He's getting better with his reads, and, he's just a good player for us. And, again, the offensive line did a great job there.
Looks like the whole sideline was hyped up about that play.
It was, and, you can tell right there that you see a bunch of black jerseys pushing the, JCS, and we're getting momentum right there up front. That's what we got to do, continue doing.
They just could not catch him in the open field all night.
No, I hope we see a lot of that this year.
Once again, back to defense on the next play. We have a huge hit by Alec Forrest. Coach, he did a great job of tracking this one down from the other side of the field.
He did. When Alec lets it loose now, he can bring the hat pretty good. He took a very good angle to get there. Got a pretty good job taking on blocks. Jack's going to make that play right there. But Alec did a good job of finishing that guy off. He's a good running back. I think his name's Johnny Williams. He's a good player.
He does good in practice too. He works real hard.
Yeah.
Moving on to another great defensive play. This one made by Cordell Bass. Coach, he's a sophomore defensive player doing a great job.
He is. He's a little deep in his alignment. We've worked on that. He's gotten better. He's young. That's a good open field tackle. That's what those guys have to do when they're out there on an island like that.
On this play, we have a huge hit by Aaron Warren.
Yeah, again, Bass is in there too. Bass is sinking out. His alignment's better this time. Aaron, that's a great play by both of them. That's how it's supposed to be. Aaron gets the underneath, and then Bass stays over the top right there. So they did a good job.
Were you pleased with the score at the end of the game?
Oh, yeah, anytime. As long as we win by one or so, it'd be good. As long as we're winning.
We'll be right back after a short commercial break with highlights from Week 0 against the Bruins of USJ.
This is awful. I'm missing out on my bubble bath.
Man, why are you being such a party pooper?
You're not yourself when you're hungry. Here, eat a Snickers. Better?
Better.
You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Welcome back to the Red Zone. It has been a pleasure to have head coach Jason Driggers with us today. We're now going to take you out to more action on the field against the Bruins of USJ. Coach, started the game with great field. The Bruins started the game with great field position. They attacked quick with a passing game.
Yeah, Alec is there to make a play. He just didn't make it, and he's in position. He's just got to be a little more aggressive when the ball's up in the air like that. That Arnold kid that caught the ball is a real good player, tall kid. But Alec, we learned from that. He's gotten better this week.
Coach, on this play, they put the first points to the board.
Yeah, we played everything pretty well there. They bunched us up, and they're trying to run some flat curl routes right there in the red zone. And, Michael Tranzo's sitting there, and he could have picked that off, went right through his hands. Sometimes that happens. He did a good job being in position.
Coach, on our first drive, we have a great run by KD for 14 yards.
Yeah, we did. We moved the ball well on these guys. We just didn't take care of it. He did a good job running the midline there and getting up in there.
Coach, you also get a lot of production from your fullback on this play.
It's actually the same play that KD just ran. He did a good job. Andrew did of bending it back.
Coach, we had trouble in the red zone, and we earned our first turnover of the game.
We did. That's the stuff we've got to eliminate. We've got to eliminate those kind of mistakes against a good football team like USJ and against Crockett. We just got to eliminate those, and we'll be fine.
Our defense held USJ to 3 and out. We get the ball back, and Coach then KD picks up 20 on a quarterback keeper.
He does. We got to seal that edge better for him to run or throw, either one. But it wasn't sealed, and he does a good job of running an open field. He's just a natural at doing that. The line did a pretty good job on the interior block, and we just have to do a better job of picking up on the edge.
He did a great job of knowing when to keep it. But later in the drive, we fumble once again. Coach, another drive ends on turnover.
Yeah, this is a bad play call probably on my part. I'll talk Coach more into doing this, and I'll take credit for that one. You know, it just went very smart on my part. They do a good job of, you know, trying to execute it here. We run a little jet reverse. We kind of messed up on the blocking up there. We got confused. But, you know, Michael's just trying to make a play and didn't hang on to the football. Got hurt on that play, so we got to eliminate that.
Coach, back on defense now. USJ runs a stand-up route, and your cornerback unfortunately loses his footing. You
know, that's Bass out there. He came back and, you know, he broke on the ball and just tripped, unfortunately. So, you know, we just got to eliminate this stuff.
He was in perfect position, like you said.
He was in good position. When he breaks up, he needs to go for that guy's outside shoulder, not the inside. You know, he's the last guy outside. We got a lot of help on the inside from the rest of the guys.
Coach, this next play was a great highlight. After USJ stops us on 3 plays, we decide to punt, or maybe not.
Well, we thought we were going to punt, and we got a bad snap. Kay does a good job of picking it up. I think he was going to try to punt it, which he needed to do, but when he sees that much space, he used his wheels to get around the edge and give us a first down. He did a good job thinking on his feet right there.
He did a great job of scooping up the ball, too, on the ground.
Oh, he did. He did a really good job.
He ran straight for the markers the whole time. He said he maybe could have scored, too. I heard that.
Did he? I don't know. It looked like they were hawking him down pretty good.
After halftime, the Bruins hold you to a 3-and-out and begin their drive. Great play by Cade Willingham to save a touchdown.
Yeah, it's a good job. We missed a tackle right there, you know, and that's just stuff that, you know, we're young, inexperienced, and that's just what happens sometimes. We got to learn from those mistakes. Did a good job right there.
Coach, on that play, we had a stop by Mason Taylor in the backfield.
Yeah, Mason had a really good game. Here's another one on the reverse. He's doing a good job of getting back there and finding the football. He had a really good game.
Coach, on this play, we have a deflection by Cade Willingham.
Yeah, Cade did a good job getting over the top right there and getting his hand on the football. You know, he broke on the ball well.
Coach, on the following kickoff, we have a great return by Michael Tranzo. Coach, he found the hole quick.
Yeah, I saw that open up. You know, we try to tell those guys to run right up with the hash, and he did a good job of that. You know, I thought he might break it, but good blocking too. I mean, we cross-block that. He does a good job. They do a good job on it.
I heard that the kickoff return players are really liking the new return style.
Yeah, it's just, you know, sometimes you can get to blindside people and they don't see you coming, and it really, you know, it's really safer too in regards. A lot of people aren't running wedges anymore because of the head-on-head collision, things like that. So we put this in. Coach Clanton put it in. You know, he's our special teams coordinator, and we've had some big yardage off of it so far, so we're really pleased with how it's going.
Everyone's running to the opposite side of the field, and
yeah,
everyone's liking it, it seems. After a USJ stop, they score once again to make the score 26-0.
Yeah, we're out of position in the secondary there. We should be in cover 4, which means our safeties and corners are dropping in their quarter of the field. And we got a safety that bites on the curl right there. You know, he should be dropping and playing that right there to help Michael out, and I think we would have picked it or at least knocked it down.
Coach, once again, on the following kickoff return, we have a great run by Michael Tranzo to give us great field position.
Yeah, these guys are doing a good job taking pride in, you know, what we're doing. I think we're getting confidence in this area. I really thought he was going to break this one. I did, and, you know, we'll take the ball every time at the plus, where are we at, plus 22 or so. So that's great field position for us to start offensively.
Great blocking, too, to open up that
It
hole.
is. It is. You know, again, that's cross-blocking. Kids are liking it. We got guys out there that are fairly athletic, that can run and take good angles, you know. And those guys at USJ, you can just kind of tell they don't know where the blocking's coming from. And Michael makes that one guy miss. To me, that was a key. And, you know, you can just say right there he makes a good cut. Alec is doing a good job of getting downfield.
On practice Monday, he said he wished he would have just took the outside instead of waiting on Alec.
Yeah. Well, hindsight's 20/20, I guess.
Yep. Looks like the sideline was hyped up on that one too. That's back-to-back good kickoff returns.
Oh yeah.
Coach, we start to drive off with 2 power runs by your power fullback, Andrew Hill.
That's a good job getting his pad level down, falling forward after contact is what we got to have on the midline. Doing it there again. I mean, he's falling forward. That's what we keep telling him.
But on the next play, We have our 4th fumble of the game. Just nothing clicking on offense all night.
Yeah, we got to, I think he probably should have gave that right there, and that's a tough spot for KD. This offense isn't very easy, but, he can do it, and he's going to do it. And, he probably should have gave that. He's got to know game situation, but, we learned from this. He's got to take care of the football if he does make a bad decision, but we're going to get better.
I agree. I think we will. We're back on defense now. A great stop by your defensive end, Mason Taylor, in the backfield.
Yeah, Mason started, I think he struggled the first quarter or two, and then he really started figuring out what they were doing. And he's a good football player. I mean, there's no doubt. And he plays really hard and aggressive. He
was the player of the game.
He was the player of the game. He did a good job. 8 tackles,
Coach,
4 for loss.
Later in the game, another great play by Mason.
He did a good job of seeing that mesh right there, between the quarterback and tailback.
Then we have a good run by Jalen Moore.
Yeah, Jalen ran extremely hard. He's running on midline. Midline option again. He had a bend right there off the nose guard. Really we could have gave it or kept it on that, to be honest with you, just looking at it. But he's got to get his pads down.
He broke a lot of tackles on that.
He did a good job.
Finally, Coach, I guess you would say, close to the end of the game, your quarterback, KD, breaks one for the touchdown.
Yeah, he did. We're running a little speed option right there, speed lead. And, he does a good job. Once he gets in that open space, man, he's dangerous.
He likes running from side to side. He starts on the left side, and he always ends up the other side, it seems.
Yeah, they say 80% of touchdown runs, I think it's in Division I football, come from cutback runs, meaning they go across the grain, so to speak. So he does a good job of that, so we just got to continue that and build on that kind of thing.
Coach, the final score to this game was 26-7. What did you say to your team after?
I told them I was proud of them. I think we had we just made so many mistakes. We fumbled the football 5 times. We were inside the 10-yard line 4 times, and they beat us 26-7. I thought we played decent on defense. I thought we moved the ball really well. We didn't finish. So we've talked about finishing this week, and I'm proud of the kids. I'm proud of their effort, and we're going to get better. And they're going to get better, and we just need everybody to stay behind us, and these kids are really working hard to make Southside proud.
Thanks, Coach. Enjoyed your time. We will see you back in a couple weeks for highlights of Week 1 and Week 2 of the high school football season. Good luck to you and the Hawks.
Jordan, I appreciate you having me on. Thank you.
Thank you.